The woman had just finished a fake wedding with her first love, then hurried home in a rush, wanting to explain to her husband that everything was just a temporary measure, but the moment she pushed the door open, she was completely stunned. The once warm wedding house had been torn down by her husband into a bare, empty shell. Only then did bone-chilling regret spread up her spine. She finally realized that she had completely lost the man who had loved her with all his heart. They were college alumni and had shared 5 happy years of marriage, but everything fell apart the day that scheming man came back from abroad. His mother was seriously ill, so the woman stayed at the hospital day and night, using repaying childhood kindness as an excuse, never leaving his side. Her husband felt sorry for her being worn out, so he specially made soup and brought it to the hospital, but he caught her whispering to the scheming man about holding a wedding. When she was caught red-handed, she showed no guilt at all. Instead, she told him confidently, "It's just a fake marriage, only to let Aunt die peacefully. Don't be unreasonable." Then she ordered him to leave. "Don't come to the hospital lately, or Aunt will misunderstand when she sees you." The husband stood there, heartbroken. After 5 years of wholehearted devotion, he had become an outsider in his own home. Suddenly, a sharp stomach pain hit him. He twisted in agony and almost fainted. Panicked, he called his wife instinctively, but from the phone came the scheming man's lazy, provocative voice, "She's asleep. Call back tomorrow." At that moment, the husband's heart turned completely cold. He signed the operation consent form alone. After the gastric perforation surgery, he dragged his weak body and left the hospital silently, but fate made them meet again. As soon as he walked out, he ran into the scheming man and his wife, who came to visit him. The husband just wanted to escape the suffocating place, but his wife stopped him, blaming him sharply. "Why are you here? You just had surgery. Why don't you rest at home instead of causing trouble?" Even worse, the scheming man knelt down with a thud, pretending to be wronged and putting on a pitiful act. Anyone could see it was just moral blackmail, but his wife believed every word. She blamed everything on her husband without asking why, and forced him to apologize to the kneeling man. A pregnant woman nearby could not stand it anymore. She slapped the wife and scolded her for being blind to kindness, but the slap did not wake her up. Instead, she thought the pregnant woman was hired by her husband to humiliate her. The husband was completely disheartened. He just wanted to end this empty marriage at once, but his angry wife grabbed his arm tightly, refusing to let go, insisting he apologized. At that moment, she saw unprecedented coldness and strangeness in her husband's eyes. A strange panic rose in her heart, and she let go unconsciously. The scheming man took the chance to comfort her hypocritically. "It's all my fault. Did I cause you trouble? Maybe we shouldn't have the wedding." But the woman waved her hand, telling him not to worry. Little did she know, this time, her husband would never give her another chance. When the husband got home, he signed the divorce papers immediately. Then he called workers and smashed the wedding house they had decorated together into a bare, empty room. After that, he went to his company and handed in his resignation solemnly. Yet he never knew that the female CEO had secretly loved him for 10 whole years. She even opened a branch in the city just to be closer to him. Meanwhile, outside the ward, the woman found her husband's medical record. When she learned he had the surgery alone with no one to take care of him, a little guilt rose in her chest. She turned to go home at once to explain and apologize. But the scheming man suddenly showed her fake chat logs, full of vicious words from her husband cursing his mother. The woman believed it completely. Her guilt was replaced by raging anger at once, and she gave up apologizing. The next day, while the husband was resigning, the woman rushed into the CEO's office angrily with the scheming man. Without a word, she pressed her husband's head and forced him to apologize. In 5 years of marriage, her husband had never ignored her like this. Staring at his cold face, the woman panicked for the first time. When she tried to chase him to make up, he was already gone. The scheming man added fuel to the fire. "Don't be mad. He's just upset. He'll come back to you when he calms down." The woman could only comfort herself with these words. 3 days later, the fake wedding was held as planned. Halfway through the ceremony, a courier rushed in with a wedding gift from her husband. The woman opened it eagerly. There was no blessing, only a surgical confirmation signed by him. At that moment, she finally understood. Her husband's actions were never a tantrum. He had nearly died, and his heart was truly dead. Terrible fear flooded her, and her legs went weak. But the scheming man next to her screamed excitedly. He also received a package, the signed divorce agreement. Staring at the thin but heavy paper, the woman burst into heart-wrenching sobs, but it was already too late.